Loser is the new nerd. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Come take a ride. With the weirdest guy. No, well, it's Wednesday night.
It's Wednesday night.
And out you did go. The
Chris Gethard Show. Chris Gethard Show. Chris Gethard Show. Chris Gethard Show.
Hello, everyone. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Chris Gethard Show. I'm your host, Chris Gethard. We want to say hi to everybody watching on MNN here in Manhattan. We want to say hi to everybody watching live online at thechrisgethardshow.com. Very happy to welcome you to our show tonight. The show, very simply, is entitled Loser is the New Nerd. We're starting a cultural movement tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The premise being this, that this show has a reputation for being nerdy, and I think that's great, and we're embracing that. We've always ran with that, but there's a line in the sand we want to draw, which is, these days, it's a lot easier to be a nerd than it used to be. A lot of people choosing to be nerds because it's fashionable. A lot of glasses without prescription lenses these days. A lot of athletes wearing sweater vests at their press conference, and that's great. Makes it easier for all nerds. But I would like to think the nerds who are attracted to this show are nerds because they have fucking asthma, and they grew up with fucking back braces and shit like that. So the nerds who don't get to choose if they're nerds or not are losers, and we're throwing that gauntlet down. We're embracing the fact that we're losers. I am a loser. I was born with a slight skeletal deformity. My eyes don't work right. My last name spells the words get hard. I'm a loser. I'm a loser, and I like to think that a lot of us are losers. Thank you very much. So call us up tonight, 212-757-1393. Let us know how you are a loser. We want to hear all the different aspects of how you grew up a loser. And I have a lot of, oh yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you give us a call?
Yeah.
Why don't you give us a call?
Yeah. Of course, the LLC playing us in. Welcome back, LLC. And Mimi on the hoops, welcome back to the show. Welcome to India. We got a lot of people, and if I offend anybody by calling you a loser, some of our regular panelists, Murph, the Reservoir Dog, what makes you a loser, Murph?
I think a long line of poor decisions I've made. My brain always operated on a different level from other people. Not nerdy, so I'm actually more on board with this loser vibe than I am with nerd. I was never quite a nerd in that sense, but
I know you well.
Yeah.
You're something of a loser.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Shannon O'Neill, what makes you a loser?
What makes me a loser? I don't have as many friends as you guys think I have. I think that's true.
That's a fair answer, yeah.
I think, I don't have, but I have good friends still.
You have a small handful of tight friends, but otherwise you're lonely and isolated?
I could probably go weeks without making any effort or have anyone make an effort to hang out with me besides just like when I go to the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you participate in social activities to compensate for a lack of friends?
Yeah.
All right, you're a fucking loser. Yeah. Bethany Hall, mouth guard in. What makes you a loser?
Well, I wore braces for 4 years. I also have really bad very severe asthma. I need to test it with my peak flow at night.
A peak flow? Peak flow! The crowd loves the peak flow. Peak flow! Wow, okay. Peak flow! Look at that. I've never even heard of a peak flow before this moment. Our crowd loves it.
Just test the amount of oxygen in your lungs.
Can you test it right now?
Can you test the amount of oxygen?
Take out my retainer.
Let's take out your retainer so we can test your asthma
Anyone
oxygen.
that wants to test their oxygen can give it a spin.
Wow, really? Okay.
I want to test mine after you.
So
Looks like some of the crowd may want to take you up on that throughout the night.
This is set for my levels.
Okay.
So if I blow over a 400, I'm good.
Yeah.
If I blow under a 200, I'm in trouble.
So you are a real loser through and through.
I never ran the mile in high school.
Wow, you weren't allowed to do the presidential physical fitness test.
So this is how you do it. You have to put your mouth all the way around the circle. You take a deep breath in, and then you blow out as hard and fast as you possibly can.
Let's do it.
Okay. So I'm really healthy right now.
Great. Now, random answer, not only do I want to ask you what makes you a loser, but a lot of people, when you first got on this show, had an issue because they didn't think you were a loser. And I want to say this is some sad news to announce. Next week, we will be seeing our new candidates for the new random.
Wow.
Your time is up. 2:08, we will be interviewing candidates. 2:15, we will choose the new random. If you think you have what it takes to be the next random, the only requirement is that you don't know anyone associated with the show. You can be here every Wednesday night. Send your email to zerolaughs@gmail.com. It breaks my heart to even bring it up. Getting legitimately sad because I'm going to miss my friend Random Andrew. That being said, Random Andrew, what makes you a loser?
Zelda medleys all day.
Zelda medleys?
Seriously, it might sound like a nerdy thing, but I literally can't stop listening to Zelda music sometimes.
I was just listening to it this
You listen to video game soundtracks.
On my way here, when I wasn't doing homework earlier today, when I woke up, and there's so many good medleys out there of Zelda music.
All right.
Legend of Zelda is a video game. I think we all know what Zelda is, right?
Yeah, everybody knows what The Legend of Zelda is, Random Andrew. The human fish is here, as always. Welcome back to the show, fish. Emerged from the sea, figuring out this world of men. Welcome.
Good. He's got one of these too.
That's his peak flow.
Is that your peak flow?
All right. Human fish, what is on your mind right now?
Girl versus Don't Tell Me Twice.
Girl versus Don't Tell Me Twice. Who wins?
Girl.
All right. Now, before we get to the phones, we also ask people to send us pictures of themselves holding a sign that says, I am a loser, as a sign of solidarity. We're going to be showing those throughout the show. We have one right back there on the monitor, just randomly throughout the show. We're going to cut to them. We got like 120 pictures to get through. A lot of people checking in with us, letting us know that they're losers. So randomly, that will be happening. We also got the Stumblebum Brass Band coming up later, and they are fantastic. In the meantime, let's go to the phones. I cannot see the teleprompter
Sasha
from this far away. Sasha from Canada. Oh, Sasha, how you doing?
Hey, Chris.
You're the kid who emailed me and said you like that our show is unfunny and sad. Right?
Your show's really sad.
It is. It is sad at times. How are you doing, Sasha?
I'm doing...
Okay, well, what do you want to talk about? Did you want to tell us any aspects that make you a loser or no?
Well, this week I burned a lot of the hair off my arm in design and technology class.
Burning the hair off your arm in science class? And you're 13, I believe. Is that true, Sasha?
Yeah, I spilled a lot of hot glue in my arm.
You burned your arm with hot glue. You're a loser, Sasha. Hot glue. Look at that. Our crowd applauds you for your hot glue mishap, Sasha.
Wow. Yeah, it just, like, fell off my arm. It was crazy.
That sucks, man. I hope your arm heals up.
My arm is fine, but, like, bare.
Totally fair. All right. Anything else you want to talk about tonight?
Yeah, that's it. Have a good show. Loser's the new nerd.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sasha. Thank you for the call and the email. Very fun, very funny. Glad to have you on board. Who's
Yeah,
next?
thanks, man.
What's that say? Mary?
Mary from California.
Mary from California. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. What do you want to talk about tonight?
Is this Chris Gethard?
Yeah, it is. Is this Mary from California?
Oh my gosh!
What's it?
I tweeted you today and you tweeted me back.
Yeah, that sounds right. I got nothing else to do. I got nothing to do.
Nothing else to do. Nothing else to do.
All right.
Nothing else to do.
So, Mary, what did you want to talk about?
Anything.
What?
Anything.
What makes you a loser? In what ways are you a loser, Mary from California?
What?
In what ways are you a loser?
I'm not a loser, I'm a winner.
You should research. You need to research our show topic before you call in, Mary from California. This show's all about being a loser.
No.
It is. Yeah, it is. It's my show. Mary, are you high on marijuana right now?
What?
Are you high on drugs right now?
No. I don't do drugs.
Mary, we gotta go. I think we gotta cut you off.
Mary,
What?
Mary, share the saddest moment from your life.
My saddest moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
take your time, Mary. All right, Mary, thank you for the call. Have a great night. Who in our crowd wants to tell us how they're a loser? Come on up. Let's do it. Let's do it. Who wants to talk right now? Julia, welcome back to the show. How are you a loser?
I am a loser because I'm going to say the best 10 minutes of my life was when I was in 5th grade. And I had a Charizard card.
What is a Charizard card?
It's a Pokemon card.
Pokemon
I collected and played Pokemon and Magic the Gathering. And I had a Charizard card for 10 minutes, and then Russell Windsor called tradebacks, and it was like the most devastating thing that ever happened to me.
Windsor, man. I like Russell Windsor. All right.
No trade
Who else wants to talk?
No trade backs.
You guys are calling each other out. We have the brothers who once proved me a racist, pointing at each other. Did you guys want to talk tonight about are you losers? Because you don't look like traditional losers. I have to say, you look like very cool people. Let's stand up so we can see you on camera if you don't mind.
Okay. I'm a loser because as a teenager, I lost my virginity to a very dirty, very cheap Dominican prostitute.
Wow. Wow.
Dominican prostitute. Dominican prostitute.
A Dominican prostitute. I never
saw a loser. Can I ask a follow-up question? How much did she cost?
How much did you pay? Wow. This is being recorded and archived forever. How much does that run someone?
I think in American, probably something about to $10 to $15.
$15 in the DR.
Maybe 20.
Wow. Now, some people would argue you're not a loser because you lost your virginity in your teens. Some people would argue. Over here, anybody. We have some fun ones over here. Curtis Rutherford often tweets incessantly during the show. Welcome to the show live.
At 14, I decided I couldn't figure out what to wear, like what was cool or not, so I just started wearing T-shirts with Far Side comics, and I wore those every single day until it was sophomore year of college, so I was probably like 19, 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
So for like half a decade, you only wore Far Side T-shirts.
Yeah.
Now, if there's any young losers watching this show right now, what message do you want to send to them?
Far Side T-shirts are great.
Okay. Do they still have them? All right.
Far Side T-shirts.
Which was your favorite Far Side T-shirt?
Oh, you know, Bummer of a Birthmark, Hal? You guys know that one?
Yeah. All right.
Target? Yeah, that was a good one. That was a crowd pleaser.
All right. Thank you, Curtis. Currently tweeting. You did not stop tweeting for that whole conversation.
We're currently averaging 17 cheers per minute.
17 cheers per minute.
Yeah.
That's great.
17 cheers.
Wow. We're going overboard.
17 cheers.
We are officially going overboard with the cheers. Who's next on the phone? My eyes are too weak to read that.
That is Sarah from Ontario.
Oh, Sarah from Ontario. 2 different Canadian calls thus far.
Yeah.
Sarah, welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. How are you a loser, Sarah?
Okay, so I'm 16 and I'm slightly obsessed with Pixar, like the animation place.
Oh, yeah. We've
So
heard
when
of Pixar
I
down in America.
turned 16, I got a Finding Nemo tattoo.
You got a Finding Nemo tattoo at 16? Sarah, you're never going to regret it.
Where is it? Where is it, Sarah?
It's on my left arm, like by my wrist.
Wow.
Like inside or on like the top of your wrist, or like the inside?
The inside.
Now, did you tell your parents, did they have to clear that?
Pardon?
Did you have to clear that with your parents, or did you just go renegade?
No, my mom was with me.
Wow, cool mom. Cool mom, Sarah from Ontario.
She sounds like Marissa.
Alyssa.
Every
week, Bethany. That's your all right.
Her retainer makes her say M's.
Now, Sarah, let me ask you this, and I'm not saying it to be judgmental. What level of, do you think Canada, are there more losers in Canada? Does that add into things or no? I say that not out of judgment, but curiosity.
I don't know. Personally, I think everybody in high school is a loser.
Yeah.
But I don't know about Canada. I've only been to, like, Toronto.
Okay. Fair. We love the way you pronounce the word Ben. You pronounced it bean. It's amazing to our foreign ears. Sarah, thank you so much for the call tonight. Keep sticking with Finding Nemo. That's badass. I like that tattoo. That's great.
Okay, thanks.
All right, who's next?
Naomi from New York.
Oh, Naomi calls a lot. Naomi, how are you?
Hey, come on.
Not much. Doing a show.
Well, I had a couple of reasons as to why I'm a loser.
Okay, we're listening.
One, I play the bassoon.
You play the bassoon. You're the biggest loser we've talked to tonight so far. I don't even know, what is that, a woodwind?
Yeah, it's a woodwind instrument, and it basically looks like a giant bong.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's got the little curve.
How long have you played that for?
Since 7th grade.
All right, okay. That's a good one. What else? What else? You said you had a couple.
I went to my high school's homecoming football game specifically to see my friends in marching band.
Oh, wow. You're not even in the marching band? You go to watch the marching band?
Nice.
Marching band!
All right.
Marching band!
All right.
Marching band!
All right. Naomi, you should know, a guy in a vest just chanted marching band for you. So that's a good connection of losers right there. Good connection.
I'm so flattered.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, but I don't know. My face will be popping up on that TV sooner or later.
All right. Thank you for sending in a picture. Can't wait to check it out. Thank you for the call, Naomi.
And I'm actually wearing the marching band shirt.
You're wearing a marching band shirt? You're not even in the marching band? You wear their shirts?
I'm too cool for marching band.
But then you watch them and wear their shirts.
Yeah.
That's a groupie. That's awesome.
You're a marching band groupie. Random Andrew just called it out.
Marching band groupie. Marching band groupie.
Our crowd approves. Who else wants to talk? Can I ask you to talk? We were talking right before the show. You have a very interesting sign. Can I ask you to read what it says?
Yes, it says, I thought I had scabies, but I was just allergic to the sun.
You thought you had scabies, you were just allergic to the sun. Two loserish things in one.
I had this terrible rash breakout, and I went to the doctor who kind of looked at it and said, oh, you have scabies, and sent me to the pharmacist and with a prescription, and I give it to them, and he gives me this lice shampoo and tells me to put it all over my body. And I was like, wait, excuse me a minute, this is lice shampoo. And he screams at me loud enough for everyone in the pharmacy to hear, it also works for scabies.
Damn.
Which I later found out I didn't have because it was just an allergy.
An allergy to the sun.
UV light.
Even if you just came in here and said, I'm allergic to the sun, it would have worked, let alone with that story. Well, thank you so much for your contribution. We really appreciate it. Would you like to explain to us how you are a loser, sir?
I'm here.
That's fair. You know about this show and decided to attend it. Welcome. You did nail it. I think we're going to go to our guests, right, Noah? I'm super, super excited about this. I first saw these guys playing on a New York City subway platform. They fucking tore it apart. They play all over town. They're amazing. Everybody in this room needs to get up and start dancing. Everybody at home, go to www.stumblebumbrassband.com for info on these guys. You can get music there. You can find out about their West Coast tour. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, welcome the Stumblebum Brass Band! Hey! 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 Come on, stop! Hey! 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 Hey!
Let me tell you like a girlie I knew. Sure to learn well how to count to two. Well, I've been right here to the end of days, saying God only knew her name. Well, then the drugs took her down, and her body was a blessing. Well, love to take to the sky. Well, love for government support your broken loves a little bit right now. You wanna get high? Oh, anarchy, I'm with the anarchy. You high. Wanna get you there, get you where we'll be like every motherfucking body else around the Miracle Mile. Seen your dreams die. Said I love the way, said Nana, I damn your sister and your brother and your mother and the shit, all the motherfuckers. Oh, how do you want to get away? Oh, when you get high? Oh, when you get high? What else is not the way? I wait the advocate, and wait the advocate, when I love away the advocate, and wait the advocate, oh, to get you high. Say, hey, 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 lottie, 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 la, lottie, 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 la, lottie, 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 la, hey, 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 with the advocate, with the advocate, love, oh my, advocate, with the advocate, whoa, I'll get to you high, I'll blow your mind.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen,
nice.
The Stumblebum Brass Band tearing the roof off the place. StumblebumBrassBand.com. Go there immediately. Check it out. Remember, they have a West Coast tour coming out, so West Coasters, check that out. Dude standing directly in front of the camera. That was awesome. Who in our crowd would like to tell us how they are a loser? I know people. Yes, sir. Please come forward. Explain it to us. What is your name? Welcome to the show.
I'm Brian Green, and I find it very difficult to talk to the opposite sex.
Brian Green, and you find it very difficult to talk to the opposite sex.
Right.
Not an uncommon feeling around these parts.
That's right. Also, I have over 30,000 stumbles on StumbleUpon.com. I just waste hours of my life.
What is StumbleUpon.com? I don't even know what that is.
You just click a button and it takes you to random sites based on your interests and stuff like that.
Okay.
And yeah, I've waited 30,000 stumbles. That means I've clicked the mouse button at least 30,000 times with the sole intent purpose of just wasting my time.
Wow. Okay, that's bad. Now, when you say you have trouble talking to the opposite sex, any particular painful memories of freezing up or dropping the ball? Sorry to just go deeper, man, but we're in it together. I want to cut real deep on this one.
Well, shit. I mean, not particularly, but I mean, whenever it gets to be that point where, like, you know, things start getting, like, you know, a little.
You're getting nervous
intimate.
right now. What you're talking about.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, it's just like talking in front of people. It's just like.
Do you want to try my peak flow?
Wow! Bethany wants to use her peak flow. If you want to. Bethany, please bring it forward.
Her mouth was on it.
All right.
Now your mouth.
Brian, right? Brian, okay. Talk to her. A chance to talk to her. Bring it. Brian, this is Bethany. Bethany, Brian.
Nice to meet you.
No, wait, you have to put your mouth
all the way around it.
Bethany, speak gently to Brian. There you go.
Yeah, I'm pretty healthy.
Bethany, what's the reading?
Oh, he's so much healthier.
Healthy young man. Healthy young man right here. Thank you, Bethany. Thank you, Brian. Oh, wait, Shannon?
I have a special chant. Is Brian?
Yeah.
I thought of a special chant just for Brian.
Okay, let's stand up and say it.
Okay.
This could get fucked up. Shannon's a loose cannon.
Can click a mouse. Can't click a clit. Can click a mouse. Can't click a clit. Can click a mouse.
Absolutely. No. Brian, I'm so sorry.
Nice of me.
But Brian, I'll tell you this. I bet some of these ladies in here are going to come up and talk to you. I bet you don't even have to do the heavy lifting tonight. I bet a lot of these girlies in this room got their eye on you, Brian. Thank you for coming up. Who else wants to come up? Brian, who else? Who else wants to come up and tell me why they're a loser? Yes, you over there. Please come forward. You've been on the show before, right?
I think I gave you a lap dance last week.
Excuse me? Face this way. Face this way.
You were blindfolded.
Okay, fair.
So,
what's your name again?
I'm also Brian.
Brian, welcome.
Yeah.
How many other people named Brian? Should just get all the Brians out of the way. Okay.
Cool. So I found out I was a loser, like, the moment I knew it was just in me and was never going to come out. It was like 6th grade. I was looking around for middle schools. And We're at an open
nervous,
house.
Brian, you can get through this.
I'm always nervous.
I am too. But hey, we're all in this one together tonight. All the people watching at home are rooting you on. Everybody in here has your back. Let's do it, Brian. Look at that. So you're shopping around for middle school.
So we're in an open house, and a girl comes out, and I sort of recognize the girl from elementary school, and she just stops dead in her tracks, points at me, and goes, "Hey, you're that kid."
Oh, shit. Oh, God. What does that mean?
Okay, to put it in perspective, I later found out, like many years later, the only reason I didn't get picked on in elementary school is because everybody assumed I knew Kung Fu because I was Asian.
Okay.
Shit you not like.
Okay.
Racism saved my life.
All right.
Racism saved his life.
Wow.
Racism saved his life.
Wow.
Racism saved his life.
All right.
Racism saved his life.
Racism saved your life. Yeah, you're probably a loser when the best thing you got going for you is racism. Probably a bad sign. But Brian, thank you so much. I believe that says now, this is a good call. This girl was on Twitter tweeting about Loser is the New Nerd and listed more things about herself that amazed me. Sophie from Texas, right?
Hey, yeah. Hey, Chris.
Sophie, you were lighting up Twitter with your loserdom.
Yeah, I really didn't realize I had it in me.
Yeah.
But then all the memories came rushing back.
So maybe you can take our crowd through some of the stuff you wanted to talk about tonight.
Well, I just wanted to talk about how I didn't really think this applied to me at first, and then I thought about the fact that, A, I have to wear night driving goggles.
Night driving goggles.
Goggles.
You're done. You're done right there.
They're
Not even glasses, goggles.
And then I remembered that I had short Achilles tendons when I was born.
Short
in my
Achilles
ankles.
tendons. Okay.
And then, so I didn't think it was a big deal, but it made me walk on my toes, and my mom thought people would think I was, like, developmentally disabled.
Sounds like you were.
I had to get these leg braces when I was in first grade.
There you go.
And I had to wear them 24 hours a day. And I couldn't get cool tennis shoes because they wouldn't fit on them. Okay. And then it didn't work to straighten out my ankles. And so they said I needed to get casts on my legs. And they stretched out my ankles and put casts on them. And this was when I was 16 years old.
This is the saddest story I've heard tonight.
And to put the cherry on top of that, I was starting at a new high school with these 2 leg casts.
Leg casts and driving goggles. Sophie from Texas, you may be the loser queen.
Thank you. At least I'm the queen of style.
Wow. Loser queen.
It's an honor to be in this court.
Anything else you want to talk about tonight?
No, I don't think so.
All
Everything's pretty bad about my life.
Sophie, thank you for the call. That's not true. We're all in this together. Let's not leave on a dismal note. This is about empowerment tonight.
No, it's going to be great. I'll come back to New York and hang out with my friends there.
There you go. That's Sophie. All right. Okay. Human fish, I want to know what's on your mind.
Hello?
Hold on 1 second, caller. 1 second.
The letter G versus G Unit.
The letter G versus G Unit. Who wins?
The letter G.
I don't think so, human fish. You should not have that. I have to take a moment's pause because I can't help but notice someone sitting here with a very sad face behind his loser sign. It's the one, the only presidential candidate, Connor Ratliff. Connor, welcome to the show.
Connor's running for president. Hooray!
That song is so sad when you're making this sad face, Connor.
No, what's wrong, Connor?
Hi, Chris. How are you?
I'm okay, Connor, but you look sad, man. What's going on?
I don't know, Chris. I don't know whatever made me think that I could run for president.
You're over 35. That's what made you think of it.
I'm not going to win. I'm up against a bunch of millionaires. I don't have anything.
But you've lasted longer than a lot of people, Connor.
Doesn't matter. That's what she said? You see... I'm not going to be president.
I don't know why you even acknowledge that.
That can't be something that happens to someone who becomes president.
Connor, you know, this whole campaign, you've kept a real real belief in yourself, and I don't want to see it go tonight, man. I think you need to step up and get that grit back, get that fight back. I want to see you believe in yourself.
You know what, Chris? You're right. Roll my new campaign ad. I'm running for president. I'll be 37 by the time I'm elected.
Running for president isn't always easy. As a matter of fact, a lot of the time, it can make you feel like a real loser.
Stay away from the microphone? No, that was my fault. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing to you.
Connor, I would say this is the first major gaffe of your campaign.
I don't have pumpkins for hands. I have normal human hands.
Mr. Ratliff,
I feel like I'm being set up here.
Mr. Ratliff, pumpkins personally. I'll move the pumpkins personally, and I would like to apologize once again for the number of Halloween-related decorations present tonight. I think you've been cut off. No one's responding to what you've asked, and people are just making balloon noises.
Connor Ratliff is on the verge. Presidential candidate Connor Ratliff is on the verge of laughing. Will he be able to? Connor Ratliff, the first to be eliminated.
That guy Ratliff brings the show to a screeching halt every
Wow! My name is Connor Ratliff, and I am 36 years old. In order to be president of the United States, you have to be at least 35 years old. I am 36 years old. But sometimes I start to think that maybe being 36 years old isn't enough. Maybe it takes something more. And then I think back to a time when a room full of very wise men wrote a little document called the U.S. Constitution. And in that document, they don't talk about a president being a winner. They just talk about him being 35, which is close to 36, 37, which is roughly my age. And that makes me think that maybe this year, maybe just this once, a loser like me can win big.
You know who I want in the driver's seat? Connor Ratliff. I'm voting for him for president.
You're getting a lot of greens held up for that.
Are you officially endorsing him?
I'll vote for Connor. Who else am I going to vote for? Right?
Maybe it's time for all the losers of America to unite and vote for one of their own. Just because he's old enough. And for no other reason than that.
Paid for by Citizens for President in his mid to late 30s.
Keep that going. Okay. Connor, that video really turned around. It started down.
It did.
Came back up. How you feeling, buddy?
Keep getting hit by these balloons.
That's okay, man. People are doing that on purpose. Connor, I think you and I are in a fight with the studio audience right now.
The American people respect someone with a fight.
Connor Ratliff, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now Omar, last time we saw you on the show, I believe you were hitting me with a giant piece of leather during the Dominatrix episode. How have you been since then?
Very good.
Okay, now Omar, what makes you a loser?
When I was 18, and I'm 28 right now.
Okay, so 10 years ago.
10 years, I got a tattoo of Sonic.
Oof.
Sonic tattoo!
So,
Sonic tattoo!
Sonic tattoo! Congratulations.
Sonic tattoo!
Omar, yeah, let's get it right to camera, real close up. Now, Omar, you must have really fucking loved Sonic, huh?
I played the video game like left to right.
Right to camera, Omar, right to camera. So, what was it you loved about Sonic so much that you wanted him on your body permanently?
Cause look at him, he's cute.
He is. That's true.
When I was little, like his shoes, I used to, this is kind of bad, but my friend and I.
No such thing tonight, Omar. No such thing.
My friend and I wanted to make like metal shoes with like a booster so we can run fast.
You tried to make your own rocket shoes?
Yeah, but we couldn't.
Yeah, of course you couldn't. Of course you couldn't, Omar. That's not a thing. Rocket shoes aren't a thing.
Oh, you invented it.
Yeah, I mean, if you invented them, you'd be a goddamn millionaire. Unfortunately, not gonna happen. Omar, thank you so much. Is there anybody else who wants to come up? Anybody else who wants to talk about why they're a loser? Yes, Jackie P, welcome back to the show. Get on up here, come on. Let's pick up the pace.
Jackie!
Oh, look at that. Jackie, how have you been? What's new?
Not
much.
Okay, so what makes you a loser?
A bunch of things, but one of the things I haven't tweeted about yet was an incident that occurred in the 5th grade.
5th grade?
I am a dyslexic.
Okay.
But my mom is like a tiger mom and wouldn't accept that. So I had to stay after to move myself up in the reading groups. And you start at like indigo and you have to go all the way up to red. So I made it up to red faster than anyone else. And I did a project on one of the stories, which is about this magical flying fish named Tuffy. But when I did the presentation, we had to do it in pen, and I got whiteout on my face. So someone started a rumor that I sniffed whiteout, and they told the DARE officer this. And I like had to go to counseling, and then like I was completely
the fucking DARE officer.
Yeah.
That's cold.
And then like I was not invited to parties much ever, and then I went to like prom, and then like at the after prom, like people would come up to me.
This
and
lasted that long?
Yeah. Well, it was like I didn't talk to anyone for a while after that. But then I did.
But 5th grade to prom is like 11 years.
It's a long time.
So you didn't. That's realistically, that's like 6 years that this went on.
Well, no one talked about it. No one talked about it for a while. But then at prom, people would like they'd be like, "Oh, you were that girl, right? Like, are you like done with that now?" So it's like still a thing. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, dyslexic girl getting busted for sniffing whiteout by the DARE officer. That is loserish. That is loserish. Welcome. I recently was at a barbecue this summer, and I had food. Went to sit on a cooler. The cooler was on wheels. It fell out from under me. Food went up in the air, fell all over me. And have you ever had one of these thoughts, Murph, where it just pops into your head? You don't formulate the thought. It's your instinct being put on display. The food landed on me. The words that popped into my head, this is who you really are. That's the thought that went to my head. Murph, Random Andrew, do you guys have any memories or recollections like that? Times where you felt particularly exposed or down in the dumps?
I dropped, we had like a fish in our 5th grade class. This just came to me. I haven't thought about this in a long time.
So this is a suppressed memory that's just coming back.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, but like it was very bad. Like I walked into class, I had like this new little like fishing aquarium structure to put in, and I dropped it. It was 5th grade. I dropped it, it broke, and normal 5th graders, that's like past your like big crying stage. I was really shaken up because I just broke this thing that I brought into the class, and I was like suppressing tears for like the rest of the day.
Wait, did you kill the fish or just break the fish?
I just broke the thing that my mom bought for like $5. But
And
I was just
crying?
I was just so like, I broke it in front of everyone, and that was like, I was just
the
really,
shame, the embarrassment of being a klutz.
And nobody else gave a shit, but like.
All right.
I have one. I was actually just telling this story earlier this evening. When I was very young, I had a lot of girl cousins, hung around with a lot of my cousins, and I insisted for Halloween for like 4 years in a row to my mother that I wanted to be a ballerina. And she just kept saying no, and I never really knew why. And then recently she just sat me down and was like, I felt terrible that I never let you do that because I was just worried about what other people were going to think. And she actually held on to that for the longest time.
Oh, so you now are an adult and look back and realize your own mother felt shame for you.
So I'm being a fucking ballerina this year for Halloween.
Nice. All right. Who's on the phone?
Stephanie from Houston.
Okay. Ballerina chant.
Ballerina.
All right. Now I gotta do it. We'll keep our eyes peeled around the Halloween episode. In the meantime, we got Stephanie from Houston. Welcome to the show.
Oh my gosh, hello.
Cool out, Stephanie. Everything's cool. What's up?
I am in Houston right now, and all I wanted to say, I'm very busy because I have to go get graded for something for school, but I saw your show once, I don't know how long ago, but I am going to take off school the week before finals and come see it.
Hell
because it's going to be so much fun. I don't know where I'm going to stay, and I don't know anybody. But the way I see it, I've seen a lot of episodes of Intervention, and all of those, like, there are a bunch of people who do drugs there.
Stephanie, this sounds like a really bad idea. You come to New York right before finals with nowhere to stay?
Huh?
Stephanie, you can stay in Crown Heights.
Oh, no. Don't do that. Stephanie, how old are you?
24.
24? Okay, you're a grown-up. You can make those decisions for yourself.
No, I'm an adult.
What's that?
I'm an adult.
Yeah, you are an adult.
You are.
But
So
I figure if my worst habit is swallowing my gum, that I'll be able to make it on the streets of New York just fine.
Swallowing gum!
Swallowing
gum! Wow. I don't know. I don't know if swallowing gum means you can make it on the streets of New York. I don't know if I agree with
It's a terrible habit. I Googled it.
It's not like that bad of a habit. Swallowing gum.
No, just Google it. You'll see. I have to. I decided to see you guys on the 29th. So, just you go do you, and I'm going to go do me.
Yeah. Hold on. Stephanie, you promised me one thing. You're not just coming to watch the show. With your personality, you're coming on the show. You gotta come on, right? Or no? Because you sound very manic.
Oh, no, it's just because I can't feel my hands. I'm so excited.
Yeah, you're coming on the show. You're coming on the show. Stephanie, make sure you email us and let us know when you're coming.
Oh, I absolutely will.
Thank you, Stephanie. Have a great night.
You
Is it
too.
Morgan?
Yeah. Oh, wait, we see something.
Oh, shit. Ladies and gentlemen, for anyone who doesn't know, this is Phil Jackson. He just shows up sometimes. He's a poet. He just spreads his words via our show, and then he leaves. Phil, we're very happy to have you back.
Thank you so much for having me. How's everybody doing tonight? You guys good? So I was having lunch today at Friedman's. It's in Chelsea Market. It's delicious, and I got to thinking about loser being the new nerd. I too am a loser, so if it's all right, I got a wave of inspiration that I'd love to share with you guys. Is that okay? Loser is the new nerd. Lose well is the new term. So loss is just a new winning form. So losing isn't defeat, it's a stepping stone to the throne. So I guess this address is simply to address that we are now addressing loss as the new norm. We lose well. Even though we failed when taking a chance, we lose well. Even though we scraped our knees and pooped our pants, gotten sick in front of everyone who matters, spilling our feelings in our guts with projectile vomits, then gotten punched so hard we've seen stars fly like comets, then gotten horny and gotten caught jerking off, then gained some weight and then got laughed at for trying to work it off. We still push through, we work it off, we lose well. Even though we tried but been told that we can't, then tried again and been told that we shan't. Then tried yet again and been told that we shan't and we can't, and heard rant after adamant rant. We don't stop, we lose well, we stay low, keep firing, we lose battles, not wars, we keep trying, we lose well. Even though we know what it feels like to hear echoes in the key of no way, never nod, hell no, no, whatever, we lose well, get off our scrotums. And I lose well. When I was 14, I was watching a movie with my mom and my Aunt Sue. But then there was a love scene, two folks having sex on a late night rendezvous. And as the story goes, the next thing I know is I looked down at my wardrobe and my peen, it started to grow. Uh-oh. Crazy erection, y'all. And all I had on was Umbros. Remember those soccer clothes? Did my mom and aunt notice? Probably so, but whatever, I lose well. I cried when I saw my last Broadway show. I own Sex in the City on DVD, but I'm not a girl, so some say that seems gay. I say, hey, you better stop hating. If you were watching the show, you know that Carrie should have stayed with Aiden. You can say I lose well, because loser is the new nerd. Lose well is the new term. And we lose so hard, motherfuckers want to find us. But first, haters got to find us. What's 50,000 losses to a team like ours? Can you please remind us? We lose so hard, that shit cray. Everybody say, lose well.
Lose well.
Lose well.
Lose well.
Lose well.
Lose well.
Out.
And he is gone. He is leaving the studio entirely. As is his way, Phil Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, that was fantastic. Although I have to say, I'm pretty certain he stole portions of that from Jay-Z. What? What's that?
He's got a story.
But it doesn't look like he wants to tell his story. Do you want to tell your story, sir? Come on. What's your story?
Okay.
The brothers have pimped each other into telling stories tonight.
I tweeted this already, but I'll say the story. I went to go to a WuTang concert a few years ago, which isn't a loser thing.
Not at all.
But what it was my friend got us in for free, but we had to get in there like an hour before the concert started.
Okay.
So while we were waiting for the concert to start, we started drinking. I don't drink Hennessy, but that's all they had. So I started drinking Hennessy. The show starts. I'm fucked up.
So far, this story is awesome.
It's about to take a turn.
Okay.
So I'm fucked up, and I'm like, dude, we have to leave. I'm not going to make it. So we leave, and I'm walking through the streets of New York crying.
Because you didn't get to see the Woo.
No, because I felt bad that my friend didn't get to see the Woo because of me.
Okay.
So now he's driving back to my place to drop me off.
You're
I'm
crying in the car?
And I'm still crying, and he's like, oh, it's okay, it's okay. And I'm like, no, it's not my fault. Whatever. So then I'm like, let me know when we're on Route 3. Anybody from Jersey? Let me know when we're on Route 3. I got to throw up. He's like, we're on Route 3. Okay, pull over. I got to throw up. So I threw up. He drops me off at my place. I wake up. I'm sitting at the floor of my bed. I feel weird, but I just get naked and jump in bed. Next morning, I wake up, and I'm covered in poop.
Look at that. Missed WuTang, cried, threw up, shit yourself. You don't look like a loser, sir. You clean up well, but you are a loser. You are a loser. Who else wants to talk? Who else wants to talk? Yes, sir, you have been fascinating me all night with your enthusiasm.
So up until 7th grade, I didn't listen to music, and I had no idea who Madonna was, which was in the 80s crime.
I like where this is going.
So I decided that I was going to study music. And so for the next 2 months, every night at the top 5 songs on the top 40 station, I would write them in the margin of my religion textbook so I could learn all of the music.
Religion textbook.
Yes, I went to Catholic school.
Okay. All right. Good story. Good story. Who else? Who else? Okay. Yes. Come on up. You have a very large
Pizza
sign.
box. Yeah.
That's a pizza box.
I have a couple stories about high school. When I was in high school, I had my hair, when it's long, turns into a giant afro. And my nickname in high school gym class was Big Bird. Because I'd sometimes wear leisure suits.
Okay.
And then I wound up dropping out of high school to play Counter-Strike professionally.
You're a professional Counter-Strike player?
Yeah.
But now, let me say this, because you seem like a good guy to talk to about this. Right now, you're dressed nice. You got your shit together. You're doing what you want to do. When did it take a turn for you? Tell these kids out there.
Yeah, it's all a sham. Last year, I think I may have told you the story on a show before.
Okay.
Halloween night started with me hooking up with one of the daughters of one of the members of Twisted Sister.
Awesome.
Ended with me curled up in a bathtub, sobbing, clutching Union Jack.
So it never goes away?
No.
Okay. All right. You can put on a leather jacket, but you can't hide the loser. All right. And the leather jacket is over a Rocky Horror Picture Show t-shirt. I guess it's not hidden that well. All right. Thank you for the contribution. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody just went nuts a few minutes ago for these guys. I'm going to ask everybody to get up right now and go even more nuts. StumblebumBrassBand.com. Check them out. Check out their music. Their West Coast tour is on its way. Welcome back to the Chris Gethard Show, the Stumblebum Brass Band.
You in the ass, yeah. And on the way, I'm gonna make it sexy now. Without you again. Fuck you in the ass, yeah. Without you again. Oh, that hot child, baby. We're gonna say it again. Well, I love that hoochie coochie mama. And on the way, that little bitch gonna make you faster. Every day, I don't need to love you. Just suck my dick before I fuck you. Right in the way. Oh, that hot child, baby. We gonna say it again. Johnny Balls, sing it over. without you again. Oh, fuck you in the ass, yeah, without you again. Oh, that hot shot, baby, we're gonna say it again.
Stumble Bum Brass Band. Ladies and gentlemen, chaos just erupted. I believe that's the closest we've ever come to breaking a camera during a musical segment. Andrew Parrish, you got up in front of it, right? The closest. Yeah, the closest. Congratulations, Stumble Bum Brass Band, for that stunning achievement. Banana Man's gonna be so mad he wasn't here for that. We gotta wrap it up. No more calls? Okay, who's that we got? Is that Morgan in New York?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Morgan, what's up? Talk to us real quick.
All right, I got two things. I got a text from AT&T the other day saying that I was part of the 5% of mobile users using up pretty much all the traffic on mobile phones and that they were going to limit my data.
What are you doing, man?
I used 15 gigs or something.
But why? What are you doing on your phone?
I'm like tweeting at you or something.
Okay.
And then the other thing is I dropped out of a class at art school because I was crying so hard after seeing Terms of Endearment for the first time.
Terms of Endearment made you drop a class? Wow, you are fragile, Morgan from New York.
Thank you.
All right, anything else? Great call. Thank you so much. Okay, can we take another one? Okay, last call of the night. Peter from Montreal, welcome to the show.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, how are you?
I'm really nervous.
That's okay, man. Nothing to be nervous of. We're all friends here.
Oh, that's good to know.
So what did you want to talk about, Peter?
So I'm a loser because the sound just cut out. I'm not a loser because of that, but
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured I'd share the most embarrassing part of my life. Well, one of them. It's a multitude of stories.
Okay, we're listening, Peter. Let's get to it.
All right. So last year, I was 22. Almost lost my virginity. Didn't quite. Ended up with me literally crying at the foot of the bed because
Hell yeah, Peter.
I
Peter, you're my
ended
kind of
before
guy,
I
man.
got in.
What was that?
You see what I mean?
Well,
I
missed the
couldn't
last
even
part.
make it in.
You couldn't make it in?
Because you're too big, right, Peter?
All right. Peter,
Yeah,
our
not,
crowd is chanting.
not so much.
Not so much. So what happened? You got nervous, or you finished a little early?
Yeah.
Bob.
And then the woman who I was with, she literally pointed and laughed, which was part of the reason I, kind of started tearing up. And then she laughed as I was tearing up. And then
What's her name?
Stacy.
Fuck Stacy! Fuck Stacy!
Fuck Stacy! Fuck Stacy!
I don't know if Peter wants to hear that, guys.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
great.
command. Peter, I'm going to tell you this, man. You're my kind of guy. You are the exact demographic for the Chris Gethard show.
I would like one last thing to ask.
What's that?
I would like to ask one last thing.
Sure.
From the chat room, who is more sexually attractive? This is a question for the human fish,
Yep,
actually.
got it.
Who's more sexually attractive, Tom Brady or Eli Manning?
Oh, topical. Two quarterbacks in the upcoming Super Bowl. Peter, thank you for that call. Tom Brady versus Eli Manning. Human Fish is smoking his bird pipe.
Eli Manning.
Eli Manning. We are in New York here. We are a New York-based show. We got to say goodnight, but we're going to do it in a very special way. I want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank the Stumblebum Brass Band. Go to stumblebumbrassband.com. Check out their upcoming tour. Check out their music. Those guys tore the place apart. Thanks, everybody, for calling. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Thanks for sharing your stories. No shame in being a loser. It's what we are. You got to own it. You got to move on. You are what you are, right, Shannon?
Oh, yeah.
All right, make it happen.
You are.
In the meantime, I believe we're going to get through the rest of the pictures. Thanks for everybody for emailing those pictures in. And I believe the LLC is going to take us through a very special song, and our whole studio audience is going to get up and help us sing it.
Used to call myself a nerd.
Loser!
But the cool kids when they took that word.
Loser!
Now the real misfit Don't get to choose. Losers and nerds don't get to choose. This ain't a fight you're going to lose. Losers and nerds don't get to choose.
I used to call myself a nerd.
Loser! Loser!
But the cool kids took that word.
Losers! Losers!
Now I got a point to prove.
Losers! Losers!
This ain't a costume I can remove.
Losers and nerds don't get to choose. Losers and nerds don't get to choose. This ain't a fight when you're born to lose. Losers and nerds don't get to choose. Kazoo! Losers and nerds don't get to choose. Losers and nerds don't get to choose. This ain't a fight when you're born to lose. Losers and nerds don't get to choose. Losers and nerds don't get to choose. Losers and nerds don't get to choose. This ain't a fight when you're born to lose. Losers and nerds don't get to choose. Loser is the new nerd. 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 Loser is the new nerd.
Thank you to all the losers watching our show. Thank you to those 2 losers for blowing bubbles in the back. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Thanks for sending pictures, supporting the show. Spread the word. Thank you, Conan, for all your support. Thank you for all that stuff. We'll be back next week. Remember, if you want to be the next random, email zerolaughs@gmail.com. Tell us you think you have what it takes to be the new random. You'll come in next week. You'll audition live on the air. We will miss Random Andrew.
Don't do anything involving Full House.
No Full House bits. No Full House bits. Random. Keep yelling advice till we cut out.
Don't be 19 years old.
But you're 20. Happy birthday, Random Andrew. What else? Advice for the randoms.
Yo, just smile a lot. And don't come in stressed after school. And,
Don't talk about your mom on
don't
dates.
talk about your mom.
Stop talking about your mom.
And
Don't.
That's it? Oh, wow.
Losers. Losers. Losers.